Hello, everyone. I want to talk to you all today about preparedness. So, this past weekend, I decided to do a lot of home improvement projects. I mean, a lot. Literally all day Friday, all day Saturday, I worked from the time I got up until the time I went to bed. All the little things it is that I've been saying that I need to get done, but I haven't had the chance to do it because I haven't had the time because you always on the go. So now that everything has kind of slowed down, I've had a lot of time to kind of take care of the necessary things that I have been neglecting in the past. Well, also with that, some of these projects it is that I was doing previously, I have had other people to do it. I haven't necessarily did it myself. But this time I decided that you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. I went on YouTube University and went on Google University and decided that we was gonna figure this stuff out and we was gonna do it. After I completed some of the projects, I was having, I kept having these revelations, and these revelations it was like, God was saying to me, was like, listen, I want you to know how to do this. I want you to know how it feels. I want you to understand what it takes to do this. So when you do have other people doing this type of service or this work for you, you will appreciate what it is that they're doing. And I'm like, yeah. So I never understood, how backbreaking it was for a painter to paint doors and to paint trim and all of that stuff. Man, I did that this weekend. I'm like, oh my goodness, my back hurt, my shoulders hurt, my chest hurt, everything on my body hurt from just painting. And I just didn't never understand like it took that much work in order to just paint a door or paint a wall. So I took that, those revelations it is that he was giving me, and I started to apply that to every area of my life and start saying like, oh, have you actually been appreciative of what it is that you've been blessed with? Are you actually preparing what it is that you're asking for? Or are you asking for it because someone else have it? Or are you asking for it because it looks good or it sounds good? Do you really understand what it is that you're asking for? So I want to say this, when we're out here and we're thinking about what it is that we need or what it is that we want, make sure that you're doing your research on it. But also, most importantly, make sure you are preparing yourself for what it is that you're asking for. Because you may be asking for something and because you're not prepared for it, God blesses you with it prematurely and you ruin it before you can even enjoy that blessing. Like me, before I became an entrepreneur, I worked several jobs. I did a lot of things a lot of people wouldn't do. I did things that had to help me to learn how to build resilience. I did things and I went through situations that had to learn me that taught me how to, I just, a rebuttal ain't needed right now. Just shut your mouth and listen. Let them talk. I work long hours. I also, work times where I didn't get to see my kids as often as I would want to see them because I was working. It was so many things that I went through while working for someone else that prepared me for the role that I'm in now as an entrepreneur. But guess what? If I hadn't went through those things, I would have messed up this whole gig that I have now. I wouldn't be a successful entrepreneur for 7 years. I would have done something I had no business doing because I wasn't prepared for what it is that I was asking for. So it goes back to my first message when I tell you guys to remove the junk and make room for your blessings. But as you're removing the junk and as you're making room for it, make sure you're preparing for it. Make sure you're researching what you're asking for. Because if you ain't, guess what? You may end up losing it just as quick as you've been blessed with it. It ain't his fault. It's our fault. So do the research. Prepare for it. And be ready for that new level so that you can appreciate it. And instead of having to fall down 2 or 3 levels because you couldn't appreciate the level that you on, you can continue to move up and teach and bring some more people along the way. Prepare what you're asking for. Research what you're asking for. Be appreciative of what you've been blessed with. Until next time, Inspired by Shell.